Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Geekerton, and we are back with another random number generator video. After our first random number generator, I really wanted to see if these ended up really being random, so I decided it's time to put it to the test by taking it through its paces. So we're gonna run this a couple times to see who comes out on top every time. Might actually be affecting it. It seems like the Junimos don't want to walk past you. So this first one we might have to throw out. Alright, the Junimo competition is complete. We have 9 plus 6, 15 here. We have 9 here. We have 8 here. And 11 here. So we have a winner. Ends up being these folks on this side. One, the straw floor Junimos. Let's see how many times we do this. Maybe 10? Alright, attempt number 2. It's underway. This Junimo is stuck right here. I feel like it's trying to move. Oh yeah, so I got in its way. So it might have affected the outcome of this one. Seems like we just can't even get anywhere near the way in order to make it so these numbers end up being accurate. What we could do is just not watch, but then why make a YouTube video? Alright, let's see who won. We have 6 here. 12. Ooh. 15. And 10. So we have 1 for the straw floor, 1 for the wood floor. Alright, attempt number 3. I'm not even gonna do anything but stand in the doorway this time. We have a Junimo that's stuck over here. And I tried to make it so these barriers that they end up running into are kind of uniform so that each Junimo has an equal chance of being stuck inside a barrier of some sort. But that might mean moving this up 1. Alright. We have 10, 10, 7, and wow, 15. So the highest number so far has been 15. We have 1 for the straw floor, 1 for the wood floor, 1 for the crystal. Alright, attempt number 4. This Junimo walking over here makes me a little bit concerned. If it ends up being that the top huts are losing more often, and it's not pure number generation. Okay. We have 9. 15, 11, and 8. 15. So far it's 1, 1, 1, and 1, which is impressive. So far our trials are looking like they're coming out pretty even. It's curious that the highest number that has been harvested so far has only been 15. So this hut has a bunch of Junimos that are just hanging around already, so I imagine that they won't do well, the stone flooring folks. Okay. 8. 8. 12, and 15. So 2 for the crystal flooring, 1 for each other one. Out of 5, we do have a winner through 5. Let's see how they end up doing in the future. It's funny to see, sometimes these Junimos come off to a very early start, and other times they take their time before starting. Competition for that last radish. Alright. 12. 9. This number. 9. This should be high. 13. So 12 to 13, crystal flooring wins. So that's 3 here, and 1, 1, and 1 out of 6. Alright, attempt number 7. Junimo stuck in the doorway. Never a good sign for the cobblestone path, Junimos. What are you doing over there? Yeah, let's get to harvesting. It's funny, they all converged on this one. Now they're all going back home. One of them is waving, 2 of them are waving. Alright, 9, 12, 10, 12. So we have our first tie. 9, 12, 10, 12. So we'll call that a half. So it's 3.5 here, 1, 1.5, 1. That makes 7. Alright, out of 7. One thing to note about Stardew Valley is that the random number generation isn't very random. It takes its random number generation seed, which uses to generate random numbers from your save file, or something like that. And so the seed is always going to be the same, so a lot of the things that are supposed to be random end up being very predictable. But this doesn't seem to be the case for these Junimos. 10. 10. 11 plus 3 is 14. And 9. So we have 3.5 here, followed by 2 here, followed by 1.5 here, followed by 1 from the straw flooring, out of 8. Off to a blazing start. This is attempt number 9. Okay. We have 9 here. 12, 11 here. Ooh, 15. And 8. So 3.5, 3, 1.5, 1 out of 9. Now it's just between the crystal path and the wood flooring Junimos instead. For first place. Another blazing start to the morning. These two seem to be harvesting at equal rates. All of a sudden, straw flooring pulls ahead. Seeing some vicious competition right now for the radishes. Almost done. We're leaving the last two. Okay, and that's attempt number 10. We have 9 here. Straw flooring seems to be consistently pulling out 9s. 9 here. 12 here. And 12 here. Oh, wow. Another tie. So this was at 3.5, so now it's at 4. 4, 3.5, 1.5, 1. So it doesn't look like the bottom ones are winning more frequently. So I wonder if that means that we end up in a situation where these are not equally distributed Junimo Huts. We might have to rethink our strategy for how to make this completely even. Maybe choosing between 1 and 2 only. I'm gonna do some more trials. And we'll see how we do at the end. Gotta get some pen and paper out to record all these. Alright, I'm gonna do 10 more trials and see how the numbers shape up. Alright, so we have done 20 total trials. And what ended up happening was pretty interesting. Even those straw floor Junimos ended up coming out hot out of the gates early. They ended up not winning a single round after that. The next hut of Junimos were the cobblestone Junimos with 4 out of 20. And then after that, it got pretty interesting. We ended up with a tie with both of these two coming in with 7.5. The wood flooring and the crystal pathing Junimo, so 3 and 4. So this is 21, and this is potentially the tiebreaker to see who ends up being the Junimo random number generator cage match champions. But what I did notice is that there are crops here that I think these Junimos are in range to actually harvest, and that might be the reason why the straw flooring Junimos ended up not doing as well, because they had one that would be stuck trying to harvest this one. But definitely there needs to be some updates on how these Junimos end up actually get set up so that they can be true random number generated examples. But for right now, we gave it our best shot. It ended up being pretty entertaining for me, at least. So we have 9 here. We have 11 here. 11 here. And 12 here. So our crystal pathing Junimos win out again. That's number 4, then 3, then 2, then 1 being the placings for the numbers 1 through 4. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's gonna do it. I'm gonna make some updates here to hopefully make it easier to look at these and also get them out of the range of other crops so that our poor straw pathing Junimos can actually have a fair shot. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching a little bit of exploration into the behavior of our forest spirit friends, the Junimos. We'll see you next time.